Time now to Ask the Expert. Here to answer your questions live on the air is life coach Julianna Lyddon, and we're talking about teaching your kids to trust their intuition. So our first question comes from Jackie in Scottsdale. When should I trust my kids' intuition versus what I think is best? Ooh, that is a struggle.
It is a struggle, but it's kind of apples and oranges, because typically with intuition, you know, you're not going to hear your child say, I really feel in my gut I need to go to that party. You know? I mean, Mom, I'm telling you, I'm feeling it really
And Mom's like, oh, no, you don't need to go. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that usually it's that soft nudge of just feeling right and wrong. So typically you're not going to find that.
Okay.
And otherwise
That's a
it's
good
more
point.
parenting stuff that you need
Yeah.
to look at.
The answer is no. Yeah. Okay. Andrea from Mesa says, how do we start a conversation about this?
I think the best thing you can do is use real life experiences. So I mentioned in the segment, maybe there's a time where maybe with your child, they talked about going over to a friend's house and something felt weird. Or maybe you're like, remember when we walked into that space and everybody was really quiet and we were trying to figure out what was going on? You're helping them identify how that felt and paying attention to it. And really talking about when it happens to them again and again and again, and where it lived inside them, right?
It's almost like the antennas.
Exactly.
How do you feel when the antennas go up, right?
Or the hair on the back of my neck, or I felt wobbly in my legs.
Yeah. Okay, good. Joan from Chandler says, what should I do when we disagree? Is that like the apples and oranges thing?
It kind of is like the apples and oranges. And what I'm going to say is this is all about learning, right? We're learning, we're educating ourselves as adults, we're educating our kids. So it's practice, right? So there's really no right or wrong or disagreeing necessarily. It's fine tuning. It's sharpening it and helping them really be able to define and feel that difference.
Because it almost feels like, you know, how do you disagree on a feeling? Right? Like,
that's right.
Because it's a feeling. You're allowed to feel that way.
You're allowed to feel it. And so it's more about investigating the feeling.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
Talking about it.
Okay, Yvonne from Phoenix says, there was one instance when my son trusted his gut and was wrong. How should I handle something like that without scaring him or having him second guess himself in the future?
Oh, yeah. So here again, we're gonna define what the situation was, how old the child is, that also developmentally.
It's very situational.
It is. So you want to unwrap it, right? So what was happening when you were experiencing this?
Got it.
Tell me more about the scenario. Right? You don't want them to think they were wrong.
Right.
You just want to try to, again, fine tune where they can understand it better.
The what and the why.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay. Patty from Chandler says, how can I get my kids to tell an adult when they see their friends are doing things that don't seem right? We always teach them not to be a tattletale.
We do, don't we?
Yeah, that's hard.
So we're going to differentiate here. So tattletale is more like, oh, I'm going to always be telling the teacher that so-and-so isn't finishing their test appropriately or looking at someone's paper. Okay. When there is something that is very scary, potentially dangerous, you know, kids are doing something that they shouldn't be doing, maybe drugs or drinking, you know, something on that level, where it could really turn into something bad, we want to teach them to tell the adult, right?
I see.
So that's the difference. They won't be made fun of in that case necessarily.
Because this is really serious.
It
and
is.
when it's something so serious, I need you to tell me.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need to know. We need to know.
Ooh, those are good examples. Julianna, thank you. I learned so much today.
Oh, good.
I appreciate you. Thank you.